This reminds me of someone who was coming to the UK for the very first time with an indefinite leave to remain. But we know that this is virtually impossible because usually you would have to have stayed in the UK for at least 5 years, and if you meet all the requirements before you be given an indefinite leave to remain. So the person came fully prepared with absolutely no restrictions or whatsoever on their visas. Hello, my name is Jabaki, and if this is the first time you are seeing me, you are welcome to this channel. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you like what we are providing you. And if you've been with us also throughout this journey, we so much appreciate you. If you require a visa or immigration permission to stay in the UK, except for some few exceptions, you would be very familiar with a sentence or a phrase, just a short sentence on your passport or biometric residence permit, which says no public funds or no recourse to public funds. And this is something that you would see on your passport or your residence permit or any other document if, as I said, you require a visa or immigration permission before staying or living in the UK. And today we are going to look at what that means when it says no recourse to public funds or no public funds, what it means, why that, and the consequences of accessing a public fund if you have that statement on your permit, residence permit, or on your visa. So stay right here with me as we look into that. If you have no recourse to public funds, that means that you cannot claim certain benefits that are classed as public funds for the purpose of immigration. And these are usually benefits that are given to people on low incomes or housing support. So it's not all benefits that are classed as public funds for the purpose of immigration, but then most of these benefits are claimed as such or classed as such. So you would have to know which of them are public funds for the purpose of immigration so that you do not access them if you have that sort of restriction on your visa. So some of these benefits we would look at shortly. It's not an exhaustive list that I'm going to give you, but you can just check on the UK website for a full list of these public funds or benefits that you cannot claim because you have their public funds sort of restrictions on your visa. Child benefit, housing benefits, income support, child tax credit, universal credit, council tax benefits and reduction, carers allowance, and other ones. So these are not all of them, but then you can find the full list on the UK website so that you know the full range of benefits that you cannot access as someone with a no recourse to public funds. You may wonder why such restrictions to accessing benefits and also some services in the UK if you are not settled here yet. Well, in the first place, they expect that when you are coming here, you should be in the position or be able to maintain and accommodate yourself in the country without relying on the government support or the resources of the UK until you are fully settled here. So they want to protect their resources, which is finite, which is limited, I would say. That is why they don't allow everyone to access it. And I believe this is something that is also normal with almost every country or economy, unless or until you have attained certain status in the country, you may not be able to access certain benefits. So that's just the reason why this kind of restrictions are put on migrants and people who are not yet settled in the UK. The good bit is that not all benefits are classed as public funds for immigration purposes. And so, with such funds, as long as you meet the requirement, you will be able to access them. So, usually, those funds are based on national insurance contributions, which are based on earnings. So, with these ones, you as a migrant or someone with a no recourse to public funds would still be able to access these funds without breaking the law. We'll look at some of them. So if there is, I wouldn't be able to mention all of them anyway, but then I would just give you an idea and mention those ones that are familiar to us as migrants, and then you would be able to access those ones without breaking the law. Maternity allowance, statutory maternity pay, statutory sick pay, retirement pension, incapacity benefits, contribution based job seekers allowance, and guardian allowance. Also, note that NHS treatment is not classed as public funds for immigration purposes. This is because when you are coming to the UK for more than 6 months, you are required to pay an immigration health surcharge unless you are exempt from it. And so it's safe for you to access NHS funds without breaking the law. And then also note that if you are coming here for less than 6 months, then you will not be paying the surcharge, the immigration health surcharge, or you may be exempt from it. And so with that one, you should expect that you may be asked to make some payments if you are accessing NHS services or treatment in the UK. And finally, since the law requires that all children of compulsory school age have access to education, state-funded schools are not classed as public funds for immigration purposes. So you must know that schools from certain ages in the UK are free. You would have access to that freely, and it's not classed as, public funds for immigration purposes. So you can safely access that for your little ones. If you decide to go ahead and access public funds, despite the fact that you have the no recourse to public funds on your visa, then you may be breaking the law. And you stand the chance of having your immigration status curtailed, or any future applications or further immigration application will be refused. So this is something that you really must bear in mind should you be tempted to access public funds when you have no recourse to public funds. This is all about the no recourse to public funds statement that you see on your visa or in your passport. I hope this content has been helpful. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already done so. So till we meet again, take care of yourselves, and it's bye for now.